Hey, this is Alachia, and this is my character intro video to my toon. She is a resto shaman on the Boulderfist PvP server, and I must always play a healing class, so for the Wrath of the Lich King I am playing a resto shaman for the most part, although sometimes I do go elemental, and when hybrid specs are available I will probably do that. But I wanted to show you something really quick. Check that out. I don't know if you can see that. There's a sheen on my my shield from the frost that remains on it. It's so cool. I love that. Anyhow, this is my shaman, and she is in pretty much full tier 7.5 resto gear. She does have three sets of gear changes that she can make. The one I wear most often right now for Twilight Zone attempts is haste gear, just mainly because I'm having to heal 2 tanks in the raid, and so by myself, so it tends to get pretty hectic and I have to pump out a lot of heals in a short amount of time, and so that's why I tend to stack a lot of haste. Her gear is fairly decent, almost best in slot for everything, and the weapon she's wearing is the Torch of Holy Fire, the Kel'Thuzad mace, as well as the Voice of Reason shield from Kel'Thuzad, 25 man as well. The shoulders she's wearing that you see that are not tier 7.5 is something I trade out since I already have the 4-set bonus. Is the Council Chamber Opulets, which is 61 haste, 90 spell power, and 13 MP5, which is I really like those. They increase my spell haste rating quite a bit. Pretty much raid buffed, I can get up to about 690-ish haste rating, so it helps me a lot. The gear I wear for Elemental almost looks exactly the same. As you can see, not much difference. In fact, almost all shamans, no matter what their spec, look exactly the same. Why is that? Because all the gear looks exactly the same. All the tier gear, there's not a lot of variety. So my one little special thing is my that I get to wear that differentiates me from a lot of other shamans is my little shroom tabard, which is I got from Sporegar Reputation, and it's very psychedelic. It's very cool. I love the purple, and of course I love the awesome little shroom on the middle of it. So very cool. My UI, as you can see, is fairly simple. I use the standard World of Warcraft UI as much as possible. In fact, I try to minimize as much add-ons as I can, simply because I used to deal with a lot of creative UIs, which are very beautiful actually, some of them, which is a drawback of using the standard WoW UI. And I, during patches, I would have such a hellish time trying to get everything back in order again. So I've decided to try to uncomplicate my life and make it as simple as possible, and just stick to the standard WoW UI. So there's not much house cleaning I have to do during patch to patch. And as you can see, it does offer me quite a bit of screen real estate. So there's it's actually very clean, and I could actually even get rid of these bars because I pretty much hotkey everything, so I never key click if at all possible. The couple mods that I do use are the grid, so I tend to use the grid mod quite a bit, and that's what I mainly use for healing. It gives me all the information I need, basically standard calculations of how much HP left someone has, if they have aggro, what debuffs need to be dispelled, etc. The other one I use is totem timers, which allows me to keybind all my totems relatively simple, and I can change them up on the fly. So I really like that mod a lot, but if anybody knows about shamans and shaman totems, you'll know that now they're not that useful anymore, so it's kind of sad when I pull them out, simply because totems do not stack with a lot of other buffs that classes give, so they've kind of become obsolete in a way, a lot of them, so it's very sad. The other mod I use is Recount, which allows me to keep tabs on the average DPS as well as healing, overhealing, and deaths and dispels. Basically any factual information I can have about encounters helps me a lot, especially when certain issues come up. It's really good just to have that data available. And I think that's about it. I really don't do anything too fancy. I do use quartz for my my cast bar, and I wanted to show you how serious my character looks when she heals. Check that out. She means business. She's a very serious healer. Oh, I did want to show you something really, really cool. The one thing I have here. Hello! My Murloc costume from BlizzCon that I got 2 years ago. One of my favorite things about this is, of course, the cute little heart-patterned underwears you can see underneath, but mostly the detailing of the corduroy and the patchwork on the character is very, very cool. I loved it a lot. They just did a really good job with it, and it made going to BlizzCon well worth it just for this alone. The pet I usually keep out in the for raiding is my my little bombling. I love that thing. So it's my little pet bombling, and he follows me around everywhere I go. It's my little engineering pet that I got, and you know, he basically is a ticking time bomb, kind of like me. Just kidding. So that's my character intro, and I guess I'll see you guys in Fine Point, and until next time.
May the light guide you.